What is up, guys? My name is RVZ and welcome back to Book of Shadows. Now Miss Yui is sick. And I think we're going back to the classroom. Is she sick at the classroom? What the hell is going on over here? Yeah? Oh, Masako. Come on, Yui. Gross. I just got sprayed. What? Oh, sorry. I've got a real twinkle in my nose today for some reason. Honestly. Tissue. Eh? Where did I put them? Oh, wow. Did I get that much on you? Here, use one of mine. It's the least I can do. Oh god, well, you're contaminating everyone at school, Miss Yui. What the fuck, that's bad. Great. Don't mind if I do. What? She was talking to me. May I have one too, please? Let's see. Here you go. Thank you. You guys really should keep extras with you, you know. Well, sorry. Honestly. Yeah. So, what were we talking about again? You remember? We were talking about what it's like to be seniors now. Oh, I know, right? Can it really be just one more year before we graduate? While graduation is important, don't forget there's life afterward to think about as well. Huh? Our careers. No, I really don't want to think about that. Well, there is a reason we've been subjected to all those career counseling sessions. And it's because our futures are just a big question marks right now. No kidding. What are we going to do with our lives? It's scary. Any ideas, Yui? Do you have any plans for the future? Actually, I've got it all figured out. What? Well, don't leave us hanging. Out with it, girl. Well, my name is Yui Shishido. I'm 17, and my dream is to be a teacher. Oh, so this is you as a 17-year-old? Oh, kawaii desu, yes. I bought into the lives of others without a second thought, and I spent most of the time doing nothing important. But I believe that even someone like me can make her dreams come true with enough hard work. Kisaragi Academy 5 years ago. Huh. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the wrestling wind carried with it the soft warmth of the season. I was a high school senior now, and was devoting myself to my studies in preparation for the day my dream could become reality, and that dream was to become an English teacher. My grades were on the fence for getting into the university I wanted though, so my best bet was to score a special recommendation for the academy. Oh. Phew, that was a lucky break. When I got called to the office, I had no clue what it might be about. After school one day, I was summoned to the teacher's staff room. I was freaking out that maybe I'd failed or my grades weren't good enough for the school I wanted to go to, or something terrible like that. But it turned out my fears were all for naught. You have no rival in our academy, they said. So if you keep working hard, we'll be happy to give you a recommendation. And that was great. Man, was that ever a pick me up? I feel like I could take on the world right now. I'm going to have to make sure I don't let this chance slip me by. So, this trash can, why exactly is it so ridiculously heavy again? Carrying this beast to the dumpster is going to be the death of me. Oh, hey, huh? Who the fuck are you? Turned around, still holding the garbage can. The voice belonged to a male student I'd never spoken with before. I've seen him around a lot though. His name was Tsukasa Mikuni. Oh, Tsukasa, from class 7. Tsukasa, huh? Watch your step. There's a root sticking out of the ground here, and it's pretty easy to trip on. Yeah? Oh, what? Oh. Okay, she fell. Classic. Hey, what's the big idea laughing at someone else's misfortune? Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny, okay. Well, it's not funny. Shouldn't you be asking if I'm okay or something? My bad, my bad. Oh, you don't have to help clean up. You'll get your hands dirty. Don't worry about it. It's the least I can do after laughing like that. Oh, thanks. No problem. That should be everything, right? Yeah, looks like it. Cool, let's go then. Huh? Ah. What? I remember it well, even now. This was my first time talking with Tsukasa, and he left a strong first impression on me. That's really kind of you. Isn't it heavy though? Not especially. I am the one assigned to take it. Maybe I should... It's fine, really. There, everything in its place. Thank you so much. You were a huge help. Catch you around. Hey, hold up. Huh? I feel like I should do something nice for you in return. Don't worry about it. Your thanks is plenty. Look, wait just a second, okay? Huh? Making a new friend is always great, but when it happens to be Tsukasa Mikuni, it's all the better. It kinda been on my mind for a while. There we go. Most of the times I'd seen Tsukasa before this were in the school courtyard. He spent a lot of time there sitting alone on the bench. Even after school or during summer vacation, if I happened to pass by, I would always see him there. And after this little encounter, we'd go on to make many fond memories together. Yet somehow, the image of Tsukasa that stands out most in my mind is of him seated alone on that courtyard bench. For you, I hope cafe albeit is alright? Oh, sure, I guess everything's fine, really. Thanks. You know, it's customary when receiving a gift to quietly accept it without any offhanded remarks. Well, aren't we a stickler for tradition? We walked to the bench together, sat down and began making small talk. That courtyard bench was a sort of mystical place. The leaves rustled over your head, and if you closed your eyes and opened your ears, it felt as though you were in the middle of some forest. And then, if you looked straight up, the sunlight poured in through the leaves, and you almost felt like you were in another world. This is the first time I've ever actually sat on one of these benches. It's pretty nice, right? It is. It's lovely. Yeah, it really is. Oh, so... is that why... Yeah? Well, you come here an awful lot, right? Like even after school and during summer vacation. I sure do. So you must really like this place then, huh? Yeah, I guess I do. Well, then, there we go. The leaves rustled as a gentle breeze blew between us. We were both silent for a bit, but strangely, it didn't feel awkward or uncomfortable. So aren't you going to ask? Ask what? What I'm always doing here by myself or something? Huh? You're always here because you like this spot, right? Well, yeah. Is there some other reason then? Not really. So what's the point of me asking? Well, you've got me there. But people normally ask me if it's boring being here by myself, or tell me they don't get it, or say I'm a weirdo or something. Really? I don't know. I guess I just don't think of it that way. The way I see it, if you like it here, then why not come here whenever you can? Guess that makes you the weirdo then. What? What? Hey, don't make that face. Coming from me, that's a compliment. What? Calling someone a weirdo is supposed to be a compliment? You bet it is. I'm not sure if I buy that. You're mean. The expression on Tsukasa's face was a dead giveaway that he really enjoyed talking to me. And I've always loved the feeling I get when I know my words helped brighten someone's day. I must have been sporting one hell of a goofy smile at that moment. Actually, there's a nice place at this school that I like even more than here. Oh, where is that? I'm not telling. What? It's my special place. Which means it must be a totally awesome place, right? Yep. Oh, I really want to see it, come on. No way. I can't spill the beans that easy. Besides, the view there isn't nearly as consistent. Laughing, Tsukasa finished up his drink, then grabbed the now empty trash can it carried to the dumpster for me. You treated me to coffee, so please, allow me to take this up to the classroom for you. What? Are you sure? You bet. Thanks. I'm in class 4, if I'm not mistaken. You're the famous Yui Shishido, after all. What? How did you... You're that girl who already looks like she could be a teacher. I don't think there's a student in any of our 12 classes who doesn't know your name. What? From now on, Tsukasa and I met in that courtyard many times. We didn't really talk in the halls, but something about that place spurred our conversation. Coffee all that again? Yep. Doesn't that get a little old? Not really. You drink at least 2 a day, though, right? Hey, how do you know that? Seen it with my own eyes. There's a perfect view of the vending machine from here, after all. That is? Yeah, I mean, it's right there. Oh, wow, no kidding. Doesn't matter if it's after school or summer break. Shishido buying coffee au lait is like Old Faithful. You could set your watch by it. Well, then I guess we're even. Since I always see you sitting on this bench. What? You're back on that again? Sure am. I guess I just find it interesting that we both took notice of each other's quirky habits. Weirdo. Our conversations in the courtyard were usually just silly. It was like talking to a good friend in class. Shallow, but genuinely enjoyable. It's always so cool here, even in summer. Don't mention summer. Eh? Why? You don't like it? Not with summer school right around the corner? That would be enough to make anyone run for the hills. Yeah, I guess so. But we're seniors now. It comes with the territory, you know? The time for fun and games is over. I don't know. You seem like you're still having a lot of fun to me. Well, I'm a bit of a special case. I'm just happy because I feel like my dream might actually come true. Oh. I just enjoy teaching things to people and having others depend on me. Why is that? I guess it makes me feel like a big sister or something. And since I'm the only child, you know? Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that then. Wow, that was about as dismissive a comment as you can get. Hey, not like I can do anything about it, you know? Despite his occasional boorishes, I still felt that Tsukasa was a kind soul. If nothing else, he never actually laughed at my dream. And in a high school crowd, most people don't take you very seriously when you say you're trying to become a teacher. Tsukasa just wasn't like the most people, I guess. The season was quickly turning to autumn. What? After the school day ended, the senior floor was always a lot more quiet than its underclassmen counterparts. Everyone was off studying hard at the library or with the tutors. So one day, thinking no one else was around, I sat down in the lonely corner of the hallway. Initially, I had grabbed my shoes and left the classroom, intending to head home. But along the way, I just started crying. I was overwhelmed. My sobs echoed from one end of the hallway to the other. What's wrong? That day I had finally received a special recommendation to my top choice university. I was so excited I just wanted to tell someone, so I told my friend Tomo, but her usually supportive demeanor took on a somewhat harsher head. What? Quit rubbing it in my face, you know? I'm still totally undecided about my future, right? My expression must have changed pretty drastically. Tomo's eyes suddenly widened, and she quickly apologized. So I smiled and told her I didn't care. That's what I said anyway. But how couldn't I care? Tomo's dismissive words struck me like a dagger to my chest. I'm so insensitive sometimes. I wonder if everyone else feels the same about me. I kept wiping the tears from my eyes, only for new ones to take their place immediately. Why didn't I think of this sooner? So many people were still facing uncertain futures with no real goals in mind, and I was completely oblivious to it. I was the one with the dream, running around like the cock of the walk and blabbing about my successes and aspirations. I wouldn't blame them if they hated me. Could someone that insensitive to their feelings of many other people really become a teacher? Didn't I ever even have what it takes to begin with? Shishido? Oh, Tsukasa. I quickly turned toward the voice that had called out to me and found Tsukasa standing there. We'd never said a word before when passing each other in the hall, but he spoke to me that day with no reservations, as if we were old chums. Tsukasa? Your face is a mess. You have an handkerchief? Yeah. Then wipe your face. Okay. Tsukasa's concern and confusion was clearly written on his face. I didn't want to cause him any trouble or worry him, so I began frantically wiping my eyes. Did something happen? No, everything's fine. You're crying an awful lot for someone who's got no problems. No, it's just there was a little misunderstanding between a friend and I. But we patched it up right away. So it's alright, really. These are, you know, something like tears of happiness, I guess. Yep, I see. I just found out I got that recommend... I'm not sure if I did it out of respect for Tsukasa, or just because I wanted to change the subject, but I cut myself off mid-sentence. I was doing it again. What was I thinking? Now even Tsukasa was going to hate me for being a braggart. Hell, I hated myself. I was the worst. Just the worst. But... Whoa, really? It was happy for me. A bit taken aback, I nodded firmly. You did it then, congrats! Thanks. Thank you. So, what's with the waterworks? Oh. Even with the recommendation, you still have to take an entrance exam, right? Yeah? So isn't it a little early to be crying tears of joy? Yeah, maybe so. I was just really happy that you congratulated me. Oh, come on now. Sorry. For what? For crying like this, without even knowing why. If you don't know why you're doing it, then how about you hurry up and dry those eyes? Sure, I think I'm fine now anyway. I swear. As I rubbed my swollen eyes, a smile broke through, and Tsukasa let out an exasperated sigh. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, his eyes lit up. Oh, hey, wait here a second. Huh? Okay. What is he gonna do? Tsukasa ran into his classroom, quickly reappearing in the hall again just moments later. He was holding something. Here, I want you to have this, a pencil. In his outstretched hand rested a short, stubby little pencil. Not the sort of thing you'd expect someone to go out of their way to lend you. It was poked here and there with small scratches, but it still seemed to be in a relatively decent shape considering how obviously well worn it was. A pencil for graduated success. Graduated success? Use it on your test and you'll pass for sure. What? Really? Yeah. They told me I'd never pass the entrance exam for Kisaragi Academy. But well, here I am and I owe it to this pencil. So this is the same pencil you were using back when you took your high school application test? Sure is. It really jerked out a miracle. I assume you mean it worked out like a miracle, right? Not that that's a thing either. Yeah, that. At any rate, I shall happily take you on that kind of offer. Thanks. But listen, I'm only lending it to you until you finished your test. You'll have to give it back afterward, so I can use it on my entrance exams. Okay. And whatever you do, don't fail the exam. Right. Got the pencil. Okay. I took the pencil and nodded, smiling. This time, Tsukasa returned my smile. You're a really unique person, you know that. It's hard to believe how much you let other people's problems get to you. You'll make an amazing teacher. What? For a moment I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa had somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I'd upset Tomo. And he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement. Good luck. Don't let it get to you. I heard you shouldn't wish someone luck in times of stress, as it just adds more pressure. That's why people tell actors to break a leg instead. But I didn't care. Taboo or no, I cherished his kind words. I'll do my best, Tsukasa. Glad to hear it. That's when I really started to fall for him. But it didn't seem like he noticed, and there wasn't really any indication that he felt the same way anyway. Oh, it's so cute, man. Miss Yui is so fucking cute, damn it. So I wonder what the hell happened to Tsukasa. But I guess we'll find out on the next episode, because it's a good time as ever to leave the episodes here. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. If you actually enjoyed the video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. As always, I hope to see you again.